Hey, what's up, uranium friends? Welcome to the midweek yellow cake break, where we take a look at some of the charts and the price action that's been going on this week lately. And there's a lot of things to take a look at here. So first, we're going to start off with SPUT U.Un. It's been grinding. It's been fantastic, actually. This is actually a great move. We are above the 200-day, and we are about to get the 50-day to come across that 200-day. Now, we pulled this fib from this last run. Okay, we've gotten through a major point of resistance, which is the golden pocket, and it's doing well. Concerning is the low volume, but it does, it makes a little bit of sense given the general market conditions. Um, I could see myself maybe taking a look at this for maybe a trade entry if it comes back and taps this $16 area right at this golden pocket. So it got through it, and we're going to hope that now maybe that's going to be a support area. Okay, so we have a decent volume shelf here that's going to hold us up, and we've got less on the way up. So we've kind of gotten through a lot of the volume resistance. If we zoom out a little bit, so if we zoom out a little bit, we can see that we've gotten above the volume resistance shelf. So we've got a wide open pocket here. So we could actually see this thing not hitting much in the way of volume resistance until maybe it gets to like 18 bucks. Okay, so not a bad look for the SPUT fund at the moment. We're above the 200-day. We've got the 50-day coming in from just below. We've got all of these EMAs below it. They've stacked up nicely, and now they're starting to push up with it. So I like it. Looks good. Urnm. Okay. Hold on here. Let me just get this going. Okay, so Urnm is kind of slogging along. Okay, so I do like that I'm seeing increased volume every day as opposed to SPUT, which was a little bit, it's kind of decreased. So we're getting some increased volume here. We're still not at the 20-day average, but it doesn't look horrible. We had a gap fill today, which was fantastic, and we had buying. It was met with buying. Okay, so it's just really good. We are below the 200-day. The 50-day has not. It's approaching the 200-day from underneath. It's in an interesting spot. Okay, on these fibs, we're coming into the 50% retracement area. We'll see how that plays. We've got, again, same thing with SPUT. There is these spots here on the volume profile that kind of wanes, but we still got some work to do with this particular name, Urnm. There's a little bit of a gap here between 73.48 and 73.73. So we do have a gap up here. Traders like to fill gaps. The gap is right up where this golden pocket is on this fib retracement. Just bring it down for you a little bit. Okay, so there it is. I might be looking to enter with 67.74 as a stop for an add-on into my plays here. I do like to see that this 5 EMA, the yellow line, is crossing over the 12 EMA. We haven't seen that in quite some time, and when we did see it right here, the last time it happened, we got a heck of a run out of it. So it's good to pay attention, but we still have to contend with all these moving averages up here. There's a lot of resistance. There's a lot of wood to chop here. I'm not going to lie. But the sector as a whole looks good. Broad markets are getting a bounce. We'll see. Cameco, again, another dip buying day, which was interesting, right? We saw a big dump. We saw Cameco kind of get bought up as well, and then it just grinded up all day. I mean, I can show you the 15-minute. It was grinding all day. Okay, this is just a beautiful grind. You could enter down here, which I kind of did. I didn't catch that 26.98, but I think I caught this wick somewhere in this wick, and then I just rode it up. Trimmed a little bit along the way, but rode it up. So it's looking good at the moment, but I don't particularly like the price action in the name on an intraday level at the moment, but we have to say what it is. It's well above the 200-day. It's above the 50-day. It's above all these EMAs. It had a lot of dip buying today. So it looks good. It's fighting this 50% retracement. 2901 is going to be the 29 area is going to be our contention area because of this golden pocket as well. No gaps. Either way, this gap was filled. No gaps. We're good. Okay. Volume shelf was also a spot. If you notice, look, we have this heavier volume shelf here. Let me just see if I can kind of doing this on the fly here. So just bear with me. Okay, so we've got this volume shelf here. I mean, it's just sitting there right where this Fibonacci's golden pocket is. So, I mean, you could, it's going to be an area where it's just not going to blast through. It might fight here. Best thing that we could see is it gets up here and it kind of chops sideways for a little, builds up a nice base, and then it's off to the races again. But who knows? You know, we can't, with the broad market environment the way it is, we have to always be cautious. But you know, I didn't take any trades today. I traded this intraday, but I didn't put anything into my swings. But if I would have, I would have done it, and I would have 26.98 would have been my stop loss area. Because if 26.98 breaks down, then we could be looking at this 26.24, and it's a double bottom right on the 23% retracement. So this to me is something I'll be eyeing up. If it gets down in this area in the 25, 24, I'm sorry, the 27 area, 26 area. I mean, I'm going to be looking to add into for swings here because we've got this nice double bottom. But we'll see. You know, it's things could be different than the way the markets are. So we'll see when it happens. But that's definitely this is definitely the area that I would absolutely be eyeing. But if you're in the FOMO game, or like I'm not in the FOMO game, but if I was in the FOMO game, I I could enter a trade here, maybe shoot for that 29 area, and you know today's low breaks down, I'm out. U. Nice grind, declining volume every day, declining volume. Not the best look. Okay, this is a good volume day here. Again, we're contending with this 50% retracement area. We still have the 200-day above us, which is lining up with this golden pocket area right around $7, 715, 725. So right around there, we are getting some curl ups here. Again, the daily 5 EMA has crossed bull over this 12 EMA, the red line. The 5 EMA is the yellow line. The 12 is the red. So the last time we saw that, again, you see these crosses and they get follow through, you get a nice look out of it. So I'm aware of that situation right now. I'm not really getting nutso with, loading up. If I did load up, I know that I'm going to be using this 650 area right as a stop. Today's low as a stop loss is probably a good place for me to think about that. UEC, interesting action on UEC today. Double bottom, double top, range, 20-cent range, right into the golden pocket, double top, volume shelf, pretty hefty. Not bad with the volume, but not great either. Now you're noticing that if you just notice, you have to look at volume dynamics with these things. Our down days are having a lot of volume, and they're outweighing the up day volume. So it's not the best look. So this is the look that you want. You see this increasing volume? We like to see that. This is the stuff you want. I like to see things grind. This is the stuff that I want to see. The good thing is that there has been dip buying. Like yesterday was a dip buying day. Today was a dip buying day. UEC is the price action on it is stronger than a lot of names, and it makes sense, right? They just came out with some good drill results. So, I'm not the biggest fundamental guy. I pay attention, but the charts are looking good in space right now. You got the curl, you got the crossover with the 5 and 12. The 5 is actually crossed over the 26 as well, and we're above the 200 day and the 50 day. Let me see if I can get it closer for you. The 50-day has crossed over already back here, interestingly enough. So, interesting spot, you know. Sideways action would not be that much of a surprise for a while. DNN, Dennison. Yeah, really thick stock. Not the it's not my favorite, but I get it. I know how a lot of you guys like it. Let me just move this. Okay, so again, we saw dip buying. Dip buying both days, right? These past couple of days, dip buying. Volume is again lackluster. We've had a heavy volume. I think there was some ETF. Urnm was making some purchases on this day, so we saw that in a bunch of different names that they were most likely adding to. We'll probably find that out at some point. I don't have that information. Uh, so we have all these moving averages here, and we're kind of above it, which is good. We're gonna be fighting this white line, which is the 200-day, and we still have these fibs to contend with, but we're still fighting the 50% retracement, and you can see there's a bunch of taps of it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really, we've tested it 5 times. Okay, and there's a little bit of the volume shelf doesn't tell a lot of tales here. Let me just see if I can get a little bit better look. Yeah, so yeah, I mean there's a little bit of a pocket here. So, we could run into a little resistance up at the golden pocket again, which would be about $1.30, right? So if we get through this 50%, maybe this thing is gonna chop around on this 62%, the golden pocket here. So we'll see how that plays out. Yeah, that's it for these today. Decent action sector wide. Comments, questions, let me know. Over and out.